When you tell people these days to stay away from relationship, they feel like you don't know what you're saying and they look at you somehow like, are you okay? The reason they're actually asking you to avoid relationships, is to take care of your mental health, is to maintain your sanity, is to maintain the relationship that you have with your God, because all these things, relationship might just take it away from you if you are not careful.
Wow!
So let's just say that you're a man and you want to still go into relationship. Okay, no problem. Newsflash, someone has already had these mistakes in their relationship. So it's just so that you do not repeat the mistakes. Instead of these 8 mistakes that I will be mentioning in this video, you can make some other mistakes, but then that will be on a new slate. But just make sure that these 8 mistakes, so you are not repeating it, because it's not going to be nice. As in, hello guys, Auntie Kudi here. Welcome back to Kudi's Corner. If you're finding this channel for the first time and what you're looking for is love, acceptance, and assurance, subscribe already, because this is the family of love. In the course of this video, I want to share some mistakes with you that you should avoid while you are in the relationship they say that you should not go to, but you don't want to hear. Number one, don't date in hiding. Don't do it. Don't date in hiding. When you're dating somebody, you're in a relationship with somebody, and a reasonable amount of people do not know. Like, for instance, your family, your friends, your siblings that you are close with, they do not know that you're in a relationship with somebody. And even that of that person also do not know that this person or the member of the family is in a relationship with you. It is very dangerous. Don't do it. Don't you do it at all. Like, don't be in a relationship with somebody and be keeping it a secret. You can keep it a secret from the public eye. You can keep it a secret from public people, and people that don't know you, that don't know much about you and care less about you. But don't keep it away from your siblings, your friends, because it is important that those set of people, it is important that they know you are in the relationship, because just in case just in case they hear one yawa outside, and maybe they saw that person with somebody, and then they will not know that, my sister is dating you now, my cousin is dating you now, they will not have anything to say. They just give that person number. But for a fact that they know, even that person will not be able to do shit to your sides. Sure, you understand that kind of thing. Don't date in ID. Number two, don't provide for him. Hey. Breadwinner of the relationship. I hail. Because seriously, because sometimes when you are more buoyant than the person you're in a relationship with, boy or girl, when you're more buoyant than them, it doesn't mean that you should take care of all their expenses. Because sometimes you just find yourself in this situation whereby you are buying somebody a recharge card and you don't have a recharge card for your phone. You are borrowing your mom's phone to call the person that you bought your recharge card for. So that means that the person you bought recharge card for, that means you don't have money to buy your own recharge card, is not calling you with that recharge card. Problem dey this life. Like, seriously, don't, it's different when you want to. There are some kind of things that you can sacrifice in your relationship. There are some things that you can do in your relationship. There are some understandings that you should have in your relationship, but you have to just measure it and use your head. Yes, most important thing, just use your head. If you use your head, you will make this mistake, because when you're providing for someone in a relationship, and with time they get to take advantage of it, they get to take you responsible for this, somebody that you're trying to help, and in return that person is now, let's say as an example, you're trying to as odogu, breadwinner of relationship, you're paying for your partner's school fees, and then you know what, and then The partner is and then maybe you do not have the capacity to do it, to do much for some time, so your partner is not like like I will not love you again. Like, just don't provide in a sense where what you're providing is kind of like the reason the person is in a relationship with you. Because most times it might not start up like that, but then it will go to that extent whereby it is because of what you're providing that the person is in a relationship with you. So, yeah, avoid that. Do not make that mistake. Number three, do not ignore the incompatible variables, the red flags. Do not ignore them. Yes, know what you want before even going into the relationship. And when I say what you want, it means what you want in a partner that you're going in a relationship with. For example, like I'm going to use religion as an example. Like, you are a type of religion, a person of a type of religion, and then you met a partner of another religion, and you're not even sitting to look at that or to think about it, that if this comes to be serious, because as a very positive mindset person, you want it to be serious. So if this turns to be serious, can you really settle down with this person? Is this really the type of person you want for your future? I'm saying really because it is very important. Like, do not date a girl, for guys now, do not date a girl because of what they are doing for you or because of a certain endowment that they have, and then not focus on every other thing. And then maybe when it gets to, evaluating everything in whole, and you be like, oh, she's not fine enough, she's not tall, she's not dark. Know what you want from the onset. So do not ignore red flags. People will say that they're just going into a relationship to just test waters, to just, while away time. No, that shouldn't be. You should go into a relationship because you need a partner, a life partner. So when you're going into the relationship, you always test all the variables. If there is any red flag, do not ignore them. If there is any minute reason of incompatibility, do not take it for granted. Do not ignore it. You can try to correct it or correct yourself about it, but then do not ignore. Do not just take away your face away from, like, it's not this thing. Do not say that he's not tall, but he has money. You know how girls is now. Like, he's not tall. I like tall girls. I love tall guys. Like, that is what I prefer. I cannot imagine myself with short guy. But this guy is so short. I can see the middle of his head, but then he has money. My God, seriously, with time you put up with the money and be doing all of that. But when it comes to settling that is why in most cases you propose to a lady and she be like, she turn you down, she do not say yes, and everybody will say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes, and she will just find it difficult to say yes. Why? Because you do not meet all the variables, and she was only just managing you. And some guys don't even know how to read or how to know when a guy is managing, when a girl is managing them. But that is for another video. Yeah. Number 4, don't love alone. Don't love alone. Don't do it. Like, if you're in a relationship with someone and you are the only one that is in love, you'll just die in your love. You just like, it is not going to work. Yeah, for your mental health, yeah, for your sanity, it would not work. So don't just do it from the beginning. If you love someone and they are not able to reciprocate, see, it is in those days that will say that with time you love again. The person will tend to love you. No, I don't think so. I don't think so anymore. Like, make sure you love him or her and he or she loves you too in return. That is the only way it can work. Now, it doesn't matter the amount of degree. Maybe you love more than them. You can love more than them, because two people cannot love each other the same way. It might not be possible. It is not always possible. The female or the male might love more than the male or the female, but then make sure that the other person has some degree of love for you also, so that they are not managing you, they are not just having you because they have no other option. You understand what I'm saying? So don't love alone. Don't be the only one loving in the relationship, because if you are the only one loving in the relationship, then you're just loving yourself. One day they'll just find their own love and they'll move on. The fifth mistake you should not make is don't ignore your conscience. Your conscience is something that makes you you. It's something that makes you human. So you should not ignore it. When you're in a relationship and your conscience is telling you something else, like you're having this feeling, maybe this person is bringing a certain kind of bad vibe, doing something that you don't like, and your conscience is telling you, be, 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 be. And one thing about conscience is it will not stop, it will keep telling you. But it is you that want to be adamant, that you now be, that you now be trying to, shift the focus from what your conscience is telling you. So if your conscience is telling you something about your partner, about the relationship you are in, maybe your conscience is telling you don't be in this relationship, don't be in a relationship yet, this person is doing something bad you don't want to get associated with, do not go into that relationship, because conscience has a way of judging, like you just keep judging yourself. And when your conscience is telling you something and you are not adhering to it, it has a way of even robbing you of your joy. Because when you want to be happy in the relationship, your conscience set in and be like, are you really doing the right thing? Then from having a smiley face, you tend to lock up your face. So that is robbing you of your joy, and it is something you don't want to have in your relationship. So don't ignore your conscience. Do not ignore your conscience. Don't do it. Don't love without assurance or proclaim. This is 21st century. Say I love you to someone, to your partner, and have your partner say I love you back. If you do not hear I love you back, don't do it. Don't do that relationship. When you say I love you, make sure you hear I love you back. If they say it and you did not hear, ask them, please can you repeat it? I did not hear you, because it is very, very important. Assurance is very, very important in a relationship. We know there are some silent people on earth that they don't tend to say their mind, or they don't tend to say much generally. But when it comes to you having a relationship with them, make sure that you hear it from them. Because sometimes when people say something, it is what they believe in. So we know there are a lot of people who will say I love you, and it is still not true, they are lying. But in any case, you have the evidence, you have the proclaim that they said it. So do not be in a relationship with someone who did not ask you out. Maybe you are the one that asked the person out, and the person did not also proclaim their love for you. Oh, I love you too, or something like that. When you say I love you to someone, make sure they say it back to you that I love you too. Yeah. It is not always on phone. I'm not talking about always on phone. When you call people, you must say I love you and have them say I love you back. But once in a while, or in the beginning of the relationship, make sure you even hear that before you begin the relationship. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure you receive a proclaim from your partner before going into the relationship. Yes, because some people, they are so corny. They have a way of just, you like someone, and maybe he or she is your crush, and when the other person sees this, maybe you're looking at them in a way, and then you're looking at them and you're smiling like that. I'm not sure I know how to do that, but yeah, you're looking at them and you're smiling in a way, and they see that, oh, this girl likes me, this boy likes me. Let me just play along, and then they play along. That is them, like, robbing you, right? So in that case, they will not say I love. They did not say they love you. So when things come to things, and they want to, like, maybe you caught them cheating, or they find someone else to be with, and you're like we are in a relationship. They might even tell you that no, you're not in a relationship. I'm not in a relationship with you. Did I tell you I love you? That is what they will ask you, because for real, they did not tell you they love you. You are the one that use hi to to like just be in the relationship. So make sure you receive a proclaim. Make sure you receive the assurance that they love you. If at all you have crush with somebody and you talk to them with your high, you talk to them with your high, and they got drawn to you, make sure you have the conversation at a point and be like, I love you, I want us to be in a relationship. And then they be like, I love you too. That is settled. Another mistake you should not make is don't consent to love and lead on. What do I mean by this? In a situation whereby someone loves you, their approach is towards you, what they say towards you, you know that, oh, this person loves me, this person is love drunk about me, and then you just lead them on. It's not right. It's not good. Don't do it. It's also a mistake that you make that will affect you. Because when you lead a person that loves you, when you lead them on, it's perversion you find someone that loves you too. This mistake is actually attached to the one I mentioned before this, the sixth mistake you should not make. So this one is talking about you now being the one to love and lead on. So do not pretend that you love someone when you don't actually love them, because in as much as you are, hurting them, you'll be hurting them at the end. It can also come back to you. Let's say that while the person gets hurt, maybe when they realize that you actually led them on, and then they resolve to erasing their hurt or pleasing themselves. When someone is hot now and they want to do something, the revenge they will take might actually not go well with you if the person decide to use violence because actually you use violence for them too when you let them on. So the person might want to use violence also, and that might cause a lot of things for you if you just think about it. Yeah. So do not love and lead on. If someone loves you and you do not love them back, please let them know and do not bother going into the relationship, because it will not be worth it. The last mistake I'm going to be mentioned is don't give up on love. And this one, guys, I'm telling you not to make those mistakes, like with my full chest. Do not give up on love. Whatever happens to you, you've been led on, you've been cheated on, you have been ghosted, you have been whatever you have been that have been done to you. Do not give up on love, because one day that one gone that you're finding is going to come to you. Like, it will come for you, it will come looking for you, and eventually you have given up on love and you're not doing anything about finding love again. You might just miss it. So yeah, do not give up on love. Make sure that you have this mindset that you might not be actively looking for it. You might not be actively looking for it, but be open. Be open to having love find you. Because if you give up on love, you just don't want to care about anybody. If someone say hi, you can block the person. If someone walk up to you, you can just slap them. You understand that kind of thing? So that means you've given up on love. But do not make the mistake of giving up on love, because love will always find everybody. There is always someone for everybody. That is what I believe in. So if love falls you down today, stand up and try again. If it falls you down again, stand up and still try again. If it now falls you down the third time, still stand up and still try again. One day it will click and everything will set.